Hey guys, it's Falls+A. I want to see you here. Today, I'm here to show you guys how I became interested in Gravity Falls. Now, this is going to be a pretty long story, so sit back, relax, please do grab some popcorn, and enjoy! Now, the story begins when I watched the final episode for the very first time. And I was with my cousin Alexis. Now we both watched like the last few minutes we watched like the last few minutes of the episode together, I believe. And when it came down to the credits, I was like, oh god, that's the end. But there was one thing that literally shocked me, and it forced me to like Gravity Falls. And I think by now, if you've seen the actual episode, Liam Again Part 3, Take Back the Falls, and you spent at the end of the credits and you survived, you obviously know what I'm about to say. There was, at the end of the credits, there was a big triangular statue with one eye, and we obviously know that's Bill.
What, you mean me?
Bill, get away. Fine. And that's how the story of Gravity Falls, and that's only part of the story. Then I kept watching the show over and over and over again. But there was one episode that became an ultimate favorite, and I think by now you obviously know just which episode I'm about to say. That episode was Sock Opera. Now, Sock Opera, the first time I watched Sock Opera, it held a very special place in my heart. Now, the episode is super funny. Yeah, it was really good, and that's why it remained my favorite episode of Gravity Falls Season 2, and overall, as to this date. Is Bill gonna interrupt us? Oh, not that I know of. Thank gosh. Now, the story doesn't quite end there. No, it didn't. Now, as many of you all know, I love YouTube. And I was introduced to YouTube in 2013 or something. But I always wanted to create a channel, so I decided to try that out. And I called it Gravity Falls 123. And that channel is the channel that you guys know and love today. Now, I used to do videos every day, but now that school started for me, I have less time to film videos every now and then. I usually do videos every now and then, and yeah, that's probably why I didn't film a video yesterday. So I'm just really sorry for that. Then came June. Now, you may know this, but I absolutely love toys, and it may be Shopkins or something completely random. Now, I wanted the 6-pack that came with Stan, Dipper, Mabel, Seuss, Lil Gideon, and Wendy. I saved my pennies for it, and boom, I got it, and I got it on the day of my aunt's birthday party, and then I And then that is the current 6-pack you guys are seeing today. Well, not often though. And I packaged it. I was gonna do it unpackage it in a video, but I figured it would take up some space, so I decided not to publish it to YouTube. And yeah, but one day I was trying to figure out an idea for a video, and then that's when I went outside. I put my Dipper and Mabel toys on like a hard surface, and then I acted out like their voices and stuff, and that was how Dipper's puppet was created. Well, pretty much, and it was entirely based off a sock opera. And after that, I published the first part of Dipper's puppet, the original one, on YouTube, and I think it was like the next day. Yeah, the next day, I got a comment stating that hey, that's not the real Dipper, that's Dipper for Pete's sakes. And I was like, hey, good point. Good apparent point. So I kept making the other parts. So I made like 2 more parts. And by the time part 3 was up on the on Gravity Falls and 1, 2, 3, which I'm on the channel, I told somebody that I stink at drawing 4, which everybody knows by now, and I hate drawing 4, so if you request that, go away. Yeah, I stink drawing 4, and I'm still awful at drawing him today, for some odd reason. But the next time somebody told me to draw him, which was I think when the second part of Dipper's Puppet Dipper in Control was up. Yeah, when the second part of Dipper's Puppet Dipper in Control was up on the channel, the same identical person told me to use a cartooning for Kiss drawing tutorial for me in order for me to draw forward. Well, I tried it out, and it was actually pretty good, and it turned out good. And then after that, I use like my original drawings of Pacifica, Candy, my fan-made drawing of Dipper, and Ford, of course, to make 2D puppets. And the only 2 I had to make were Bill and Mabel. And yeah. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to talk about for my story is how on earth I got the cardboard cutouts. Now, at the time, I made like the breaking news episode of Gravity Falls. My birthday was coming up, and I wanted a Gravity Falls birthday. So the morning of my party, I came downstairs, and there was a banner with the word happy and a picture of Bill and then birthday. I was like, and I was super happy, and my sister told me that there was more to come. And I guess you could probably imagine what happened next. So so my whole family was gathered at the table. We're saying happy birthday to me. And then I noticed that something very big, I realized that 7 little cardboard thingies And to be honest, they were cardboard cutouts. Now my sister, if you remember, made dip